favor,
Gratuity.
favor, entertainment, loan, or anything of monetary value. An award has a monetary value. Then he is prohibited from entertaining that directly or indirectly because it has monetary value. Especially in this situation, Your Honor, that it is in the course of his official duty that he is supposed to implement the law. Now he has already invited reward hunters, if you don't want to call it bounty hunters, Your Honor, to go after Pastor Apollo Siqueiros into the very merits of the
You
case.
will have your time, Attorney Torion.
Yes, I know that.
It is part of
But
the
that is
transcript of the Senate.
That is improper.
Order. This is my speech. You cannot tell me what is improper. Yeah, order.
Alright, welcome back to my channel mga guys. Attorney Torion ng KOGC. Nakipagsabayan po dito kay Secretary of DILG na si Abalos at dito po sa DOJ Undersecretary. Dito, ang hearing po dito patungkol po sa excessive force na ginawa ng pulis. At nakita niyo naman sa intro na medyo nagkainitan yung discussion po nila ni Abalos at saka itong si Attorney Torion. Dahil itong si Abalos, no, makikita nyo dito na naghugas kamay din siya at pagdating po dito sa command, sa ground sa mga pulis doon sa KOGC. Although nag-manage lang daw siya, pero wala daw siyang control sa ground. At pilit niyang binabasa dito ang salaysay ni alias Amanda, yung complainant versus kay Kibuloy, na which is not part sa hearing na ito. Kasi ang hearing na ito, patungkol ito sa excessive force na ginawa ng pulis doon. Kasi yung salaysay na pilit na babasahin ni Abalos is nasa kaso na po yun. At yun po ang medyo nagkainitan po sila doon. But, in the long run, maganda po ang developments dito, lalo na si Secretary Abalos dito sa bandang huli, ay nangako na he would be on the ground sa Davao and to supervise and nag-promise siya na ipapatanggal na yung mga mask ng mga pulis doon sa Davao. Siyempre, intimidating naman yung mga ganon, di ba? At eto namang pulis, yun yung rason niya sa face mask dahil lang daw sa alikabok, which is unacceptable kay Senator Bato. Alright, hindi natin ito patatagalin mo guys kasi medyo mahaba-haba itong discussion nila. Let's go, let's watch this and don't forget to subscribe.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry for my voice. Okay. Sana nakikinig lang, Mr. Chair, si Atty. Torion sa sinabi ko. Hindi ko sinasabing guilty ang kanyang kliyente. Klaro naman ang sinabi ko. He is deemed to be innocent until his guilt is proven. At ito po'y nasa korte ngayon. Kaya nga sinabi ko, mas mabuti sumuko na siya, magpakita na siya, at siya rin nagsasabi, nasa hearing ito, para maklaro lahat. Because these are very serious allegations. And it's already people of the Philippines may warrant, hindi ba, Atty. Torion? May warrant. Oh,
Sir,
may warrant.
Please, order. Please, walang personal na confrontation dito. Please address all your statements to the chairman. Lahat ng sabihin ninyo, i-address nyo sa chairman and not to each other.
if I may, Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
The problem with the statements of Secretary Abalos, he being a lawyer, is that he quoted verbatim the allegations in the affidavit complaint, which is now actually on trial before two courts, Your Honor. So that is clearly improper because the issue in this case is not the validity, the truthfulness, veracity of the contents of the affidavit complaint. What we are talking here is whether or not the use of force employed by the PNP in the service of such warrant was excessive. So therefore, to quote verbatim the allegations in the affidavit complaint, I think Attorney Abalos knows that it is improper in a Senate proceeding. That is proper during the trial of the case, Your Honor. And that is also unfair on the part of Pastor Apollo Siqueiros, who cannot actually also state his portion. The fact that even the date September 1 of 2014 was not even the tribute to the king. It was actually August 29, 2014, and that in itself is untruthful. And the fact that she was allegedly forced, we could not say here that her father was in fact present during that time, and she did not even report that to his father or to her father, Your Honor. All of these matters, Your Honor, the merits of the case, specifically the actual allegations in the affidavit complaint, should not be stated because those are uncalled for and are not covered by the investigation of the Senate, Your Honor. That is
Mr. Chair, may I comment?
ordinary rules of fairness.
No,
Let him finish.
I will just
Secretary Abalos, let him finish. You
Or-
have your time.
Ordinary rules of fairness and decency require that, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, may I?
Okay, you can respond, Secretary Abalos.
Mr. Chair, sana nakikinig lang siya, no? I mean, lahat naman tayo may tenga at naka-record to. Klarong-klaro sinabi ko, hindi ko sinight yung nasa kaso. Ang sinight ko yung dito sa Senado mismo. Dito yung hearing ni Senator Ontiveros ang sinight ko. Kaya nga yung sinasabi niya akusasyon, sana sumuko na. Sabihin mo sa kliyente mo, sumuko na, Mr. Chair. Please, I'm just asking you as an officer of the court para maklaro precisely so that we can hear his side.
With due respect,
Before you respond, Attorney Torion, I would like to say na yung sinasabi ninyo is you may claim it as relevant to the issue at hand, but it is not germane to the investigation that we are conducting right now. So it has already been recorded in the Senate hearings. So I think there's no use of for this investigation.
Yung bounty na 10 million para kay pastor na hindi pa po siya convicted sa korte, yung binasa ng DILG, masakit pakinggan kasi walang katotohanan. Alam namin yon. Personally, 40 years kaming kasama ni pastor. Kahit isa sa allegation na binasa ni Secretary Abalos kay dito sa Senado, kay sa korte nang galing, malicious bastos yon nang galing sa bibig niya. Sabihin ko rin, kasi nga allegation yon, walang katotohanan in behalf of the kingdom. Ang ngayon sa korte, pwede babalikan natin. Although bastos nga si Senator Abalos sa sinabi niya kasi kinote niya yon dito sa committee, hindi naman kasali. Malicious nga. Pwede po balikan natin kung excessive ba yung force na ginamit nung June 10 kasi nandito yung ground commanders at kung legal ba ang pagpatong ng 10 million pesos sa ulat. Sinabi pa ni Secretary Abalos na wala siyang nahawakang pera, meron lang daw tumulong. Di ba ang tanong namin noon, sino itong private citizen na tumulong para mahuli si pastor? May galit ba siya kay pastor? Meron ba siyang, gusto ba niyang kunin si pastor at patayin si pastor? Kasi when you put the bounty of 10 million pesos sa ulo ng isang tao na hindi convicted na kahit anumang korte dito sa ating, dito sa pamahalaan o dito sa ating bansa, yun nga, mas masahol pa siya sa pinakamasahol na terorista at killer dito sa bansa. And Pastor Kibuloy, hindi pa siya convicted. Di ba sinabi na namin balik-balik kay Pastor? Meron lang nakikialam na Amerika. O yan, sinabi din ni Secretary Abalos na conspiracy. Sa Amerika nang galing yung korte. Yung kaso, dinala dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya lang naman ang sabi lang talaga ni Pastor, haharapin niya ito. Haharapin niya. Kahit sa ang korte, haharapin ni Pastor. Gusto ni Pastor Kibuloy, harapin itong kasong to para matapos ng kasinungalingan. Kilala namin si Amanda, nakakahiyaman, babae siya, pinotetahan namin siya para hindi siya mapahiya sa mga allegations niya. Pero ganito kabastos itong dito sa Senado, tapos gagano nila aming pastor.
Please,
Take it sitting down. Okay.
tone down your
So,
voice.
sir,
Tone down your voice.
kasi ganun din si Apalos. So, sir, ha,
Mr. Chair.
balikan natin yung excessive ba, nandito yung ground commanders. Gusto lang po natin matapos yun.
Before I recognize Secretary Abalos, KJ, can you respond? Is putting a 10 million bounty on the head of Pastor Kibuloy legal? Yan ang tanong natin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
First of all, let's just make a distinction between the term bounty and the term reward.
Okay, reward.
This is a
Reward.
reward, not a bounty. A bounty is for people who should be arrested because they are convicts of a crime or they have outstanding warrants of arrest. This reward covers many things, not just the arrest, but information on the whereabouts of the various accused, no? Kasama na din po doon si Pastor Kibuloy. Naghain po kami ng opinion sa committee na to at doon sa opinion, sinabi naman namin doon na legal ang pag-alok ng pabuya o ng reward sa mga individual na makakabigay ng impormasyon upang maaresto na makakatungo sa aresto ng isang tao. Bakit po ito legal? Unang-una, kasama ito sa trabaho namin sa justice sector. Dapat namin ipatupad ang mga criminal laws natin at hindi ito mapapatupad kung ang mga akusado ay hindi matatagpuan. Bukod doon, maliwanag naman sa ating sistema na hindi bawal ang pabuya para mahanap ang isang akusado at madala sa husgado ang isang akusado. Kumbaga, marami pang ang batas na malinaw doon na maaring magbigay ng pabuya sa mga tao na nagbibigay ng impormasyon. Kasama dito ang National Internal Revenue Code, ang Customs Modernization Act, ang Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act. At di namin na-cite sa aming opinion, kasama din ang Anti-Terror Act dito. So kumbaga, hindi lang bawal magbigay ng pabuya. May mga batas talaga tayo na nagsasabi na maaari magbigay ng pabuya.
Okay, Attorney Torion, you're raising your hand.
Yes, Your Honor. I would just like to politely respond to the statements made by Secretary Abalos, Your Honor, as well as Undersecretary Felix T. that this is not disallowed. In effect, this is legal. With due respect, I disagree, because the provision of Section 7D of Republic Act 6713 is very clear, Your Honor, with due respect to our Honorable Secretary. And that during the press conference, he clearly said that there is this reward, implying implanting into the minds of the people that he already received it. But he clarified it today that he did not receive the award yet. But if we read the law, Your Honor, the clear letters of the law state public officials and employees shall not solicit or accept directly or indirectly. So even indirect acceptance, therefore, Your Honor, is covered within the great prohibition under Section 7D. And what are those disallowed to be indirectly accepted or solicited? Any gift, gratuity, favor, Your Honor, entertainment, loan, or anything of monetary value. The fact that the Secretary, Your Honor, entertained the reward is in effect an indirect favor that he granted upon the person unidentified to put up this award. And this is even made graver, Your Honor, in the light of the fact that this was done in the course of his official duty as the supposed implementer of the law, or in connection with any operation being regulated by or any transaction which may be affected by the functions of their office. He is the Secretary of Interior and Local Government who manages the entire gamut of government operations insofar as law enforcement is concerned. Therefore, he should have high moral as well as legal ethics to refuse such favor, Your Honor, directly or indirectly, because public office is a public trust. Any air of suspicion must be prevented, Your Honor, to be accorded to him. So therefore, if we read cases regarding the Villanueva case, Office of the Ombudsman versus Maria Rowena Regalado, Your Honor, it is very clear that any air of suspicion, if you are a public officer, especially in the case of Secretary Abalos, who heads the PNP, Your Honor, he has direct administrative supervision over the PNP. He commands them, Your Honor. Then he should have exercised that becoming modesty to entertain directly or indirectly any favor from any person, because that would cast aspersion insofar as his reputation. It is illegal under the law, Your Honor. That is being said with due respect, Your Honor.
Yes, Attorney.
Favor,
Gratuity.
favor, entertainment, loan, or anything of monetary value. An award has a monetary value. Then he is prohibited from entertaining that directly or indirectly because it has monetary value, especially in this situation, Your Honor, that it is in the course of his official duty. That is Section 7D, Your Honor, or in connection with any operation being regulated by or any transaction which may be affected by the functions of their office. He is supposed to implement the law. Now, he has already invited reward hunters, if you don't want to call it bounty hunters, Your Honor, to go after Pastor Apollo Siquiboloy, even if our motion for reconsideration with the Department of Justice is still sitting, Your Honor. Even if the Department of Justice has not acted upon the case for 4 years, Your Honor, And all of a sudden, it was resolved in the height of the Senate investigation by Senator Hontiveros, Your Honor. And there is now a warrant of arrest, and we are still questioning the validity of the warrant of arrest, Your Honor. And now, the good secretary is offering the award from private persons. Note, Your Honor, that PNP did not even offer an award. Why, Your Honor? Because they have their own NAPOLCOM memorandum circulars as to what are the requisites before you can put up an award. That is NAPOLCOM Memorandum Circular 2019 as amended by NAPOLCOM Circular number 2021, Your Honor. That's 063. So therefore, Your Honor, the NAPOLCOM is governed, Your Honor, by certain rules as to when you can offer a reward. Yet, the Secretary of Interior and Local Government is all of a sudden is entertaining and is even announcing to the whole world this reward system which is not in accordance with the NAPOLCOM circular. Due respect to Secretary Abalos, the problem with this explanation is not it only covers one half of the law. What is prohibited, Your Honor, is that public officials and employees shall not solicit or accept directly or indirectly. The fact that he announced it, Your Honor, even if we say that he did not physically accept the money, but offering the word is already an indirect acceptance of that favor, Your Honor. So therefore, it is covered by the law. And being a high officer of the government, he should have exercised the becoming modesty. Pare, baka bawal ito kasi public official, baka may kontrata ka sa akin. Baka sasabihin, tatakbo ako ng senador, baka sasabihin na magsusuporta ka sa akin kasi may kontrata ka sa akin. All of these are being covered within our rules, especially in the light of the fact that Section 3C of RA 3019 likewise prohibits this, Your Honor. That is our only concern here, especially in the light of the fact that we are even questioning the finding of probable cause. The motion for reconsideration, Your Honor, is still pending with the Department of Justice even until now. Yet they allowed the warrant of arrest to be issued. They allowed harassment in the Kingdom of Jesus Christ structures every day, Your Honor, where policemen would be jogging at 5 o'clock in the morning, full of with full battle gear, Your Honor, only clearly to show that they are harassing our members. That is our point, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Torion.
Alright, very clear ang sinabi ni Atty. Torion, no, na talagang pinagbabawal na pagtanggap ng mga public officials na kahit na anumang gift o rewards na nabanggit talaga niya. And oo, tama naman din yung sa DOJ na it is also completely legal kung sino man mang mag-donate ng rewards. And dito, pakinggan din natin ang human rights, nagsalita din sa side nito kasi may plano nga na gagawa ng batas patungkol dito. Kasi this kind of process is a little bit prone for abuse. That's why nandito rin ang human rights, nagbigay din sila sa pahayag nila dito. Alright, pakinggan natin.
All persons are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to the equal protection of the law. In this respect, the law shall prohibit any discrimination and guarantee to all persons equal and effective protection against discrimination on any grounds such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. Garantisado rin po ito ng ating saligang batas sa ating Bill of Rights. So, equal protection clause. Kaya ko binanggit ito dahil sa paggawa ho ng ating ng batas patungkol ho dito. Ang amin hong obserbasyon kasi kung wala hong guidelines na itatalaga ang ating pamahalaan, it may be subject to abuses by the power, by the state. So kung sakali hong gagawin niyo po itong batas na ito ay magtalaga lang ng tamang polisiya upang magkaroon ng pantay-pantay na pagtingin sa ilalim ng batas ang mga tao regardless of na may tamang pamantayan kung paano bibigay yung reward or award or bounty sa tao. Maraming salamat po.
Sabi po ni Secretary Abalos, Your Honor po, Mr. Chair, according to him po, babagsak po daw ang Pilipinas pag hindi na gagawin ang trabaho nila. Hindi po. Babagsak po ang Pilipinas pag wala pong titindig sa katotohanan at marami pong takot laban po sa pang-aabuso po. Kaya po kami dito sa Kingdom of Jesus Christ, tatayuan po namin ito. Kahit po binigibit po yung boses namin, kahit po finifilter po ang lumalabas sa media. Hindi po kayo nakikita lumalabas sa media, kami lang po sa SMNI, di ba? At sa social media. Maraming salamat po sa tumutulong po. Yun po ang tanong namin kay Secretary Abalos. Alam niyo po ba na excessive po yung ginawa po ninyo? Alam niyo po ba yung panghaharas na ginagawa po nila doon sa amin? Maraming salamat po.
Andun ang daming tao with so much emotions. Siguro hindi mo masabi kung anong mangyari. No? Hindi mo natin masabi. So the only way to do it is probably, sabi nga nila sa akin, is magdala tayo ng contingent to show force. Pero, ito po importante. Pero, importante ang maximum tolerance. Importante, wag lumaban. Importante, wag mamarel. Importante, wag maluntok. Tanggapin lahat. Nakita nyo at higit sa lahat, wag pumatay. Nakita nyo naman, winawater cannon ng pulis. Kitang-kita yan. Pero may dinimanda ba ang pulis? Wala po kami pinadimanda, Minister. Wala po. Naunawa po natin because, let's face it, pagdating sa ganyang operation, it's height of emotions eh. Nangyayari po iyan. No? Kaya importante po dito talaga ang maximum restraint. Hindi bale sa mga sinabi po ninyo, okay? No, we will take note of that. At maraming salamat, sinabi po ninyo yan para matignan din naman namin at maano po namin na Minister. Okay.
You are trying to arrest 1 or 4 persons na ko-accuse ni Pastor Kibuloy. Siya lang hinahanap ninyo, di ba? But in doing so, you are alienating yourself from the rest of the community. Alam naman natin yung ating policing concept na the police is the community is the police. Dapat ang samahan natin dyan ay maganda. Pero ngayon, it pains me. I am a Davao City Police for the whole, for my whole life. Police ako ng Davao City, pero naramdaman ko talaga. Parang galit na yung mga tao doon sa kanilang local police. Kaya maganda na dito ngayon si Secretary Abalos. Because I was talking to General Torre at luckily wala siya dito at nagpaalam siya, may letter siya na hindi doon siya makarating because of a very important matter. Ngayon sir, ikaw na lang kausapin ko. Pwede bang mag-adjust tayo sa ating ginagawa sa Davao? I'm not trying to impede your operation against Pastor Kibuloy because that is perfectly legal, covered by warrant of arrest yan. Pero yung pag-antagonize, mga tao feeling harassed, every time na lang may makita sa checkpoint dito, checkpoint doon, na hindi man lang makita yung nameplate, naka-mask na ganun. Very intimidating, sir. I tell you, police ako. But at the same time, I am local, I'm a Davao local. Alam ko yung nararamdaman ko. Kaya pwede ba tayo mag-adjust na para maging friendly naman yung police? We're not stopping your checkpoint operations. You can checkpoint anytime you want, anywhere you want. But please, do it in a manner that you are not antagonizing the community. Yun lang pag-iusap ko. I am a Davaoenyo. It pains me na ako, local police ako ng Davao. Tapos ganun, parang ang mga police na ang tinatakot na lang mga tao. Alam ko, police you're just taking orders. Even the General Torre is just taking orders. Even the Chief PNP is just taking orders. Ang sa akin lang is, ayusin natin. Dahil pag hindi natin ito na-address, darating ang punto na talagang baka mag-rebuild yung buong Davao City. Laban sa gobyerno. Laban sa PNP. Dahil ako mismo naramdaman ko eh. It pains me to see that yung matagal na namin na pinag-establish na relationship ng community at ng police ay yung biglang nasira. Yun lang sir, nakiusap lang ako sa inyo. Please adjust your operations in a manner na hindi antagonizing to the public.
Yeah.
Yun lang sir.
Mr. Chair, maraming salamat sa pagsabi po ninyo, no? And I will make sure, no? This is my own commitment, Mr. Chair. Mag-uusap po kami nila Colonel Hansel, nila RD Torre, and pupunta po ako doon. I will see it for myself, but I'll assure you this, no? Na lahat po ay magiging maayos po ang dapat ang samahan ng komunidad at ng pulis. Yun naman po ang layunin ng bawat isa po rito, no? I will go there, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you sir. Alam ko you mean well as a Secretary of Local Government, Interior Local Government. Hawak mo yung kapulisan, hawak mo ang local government. And you've been a mayor. Alam mo naman siguro kung paano natin i-deal yung pulis pag ikaw ay local chief executive tapos parang binababoy ka na ng pulis para bang wala nang respeto sa'yo, talagang maramdaman mo talaga, sir, na iba na ito. Something must be wrong. Something is behind all this happening. So, please, ayusin natin before this erupts. Sasabog ito pag hindi natin aksyonan. Dahil ang mga tao doon, galit na talaga. I'm just telling you as a resident of Davao City. Sinasabi ko na ito sa'yo para maka-adjust kayo, sir. Ito lang, just take and take. And, adjust. Adjust lang tayo. Tanggalin nyo yung nakamask. Kasi pangit talaga. Intimidating ang dating. Imbis na we should be friendly to the people.
Konting ano lang, Your Honor, konting consideration lang with the policemen. Kasi they've been there, exposed to the pollution of the
Don't tell me that you don't tell me that reason. So ako alikabok. Alikabok, nakamas kayo. Kayo lahat nakamas palagi 24/7. Pag nag-checkpoint, that's very hindi ko matanggap yung rason mo na yan. Is it part of the uniform? No.
Mr. Chair, I will assure you, mamaya nga po, I will talk with the chief and make sure, bukas na bukas, lahat po, walang mask po yan. And to make sure yung protocols like the name ay properly mailagay po. I assure you that, Mr. Chair.
Yun lang sa atin, sir, para...
Alright. Naintindihan niyo naman siguro yan lahat ng mga sinasabi nila. At ito yung magandang sinasabi kong may magandang developments na at least nag-promise itong si Abalos na luwag-luwagan niya ang mga pulis doon at papapatanggal pa yung mga mask sa mga pulis doon. And maaasahan siguro natin yan kasi naman ito ngayon si Abalos, before siya nag-exit, nag-usap-usap na sila ni Attorney Torion, and that's a good sign mga guys, no? Hindi ko na pinapakita yung halos lahat na mga bangayan nila or arguments nila. Kaya hindi na rin maganda para sa mga ibang viewers natin na palagi na lang away dyan, no? Gusto natin solusyon dito. At least may solusyon na. Nandito na si Abalos. At abangan natin yan yung promise ni Abalos. May picture pa yung isang taga KOJC dyan. Nag-usap sila ni Attorney Torion. Alright, hanggang dito lang tayo mga guys, no? Kaya nang maghumusga dyan and comment naman kayo dyan kung ano sa tingin nyo dito. Alright, thank you for watching.